Alright guys, today we are doing the Pythagorean Theorem, Unit 12, Day 3. So, Pythagorean Theorem is leg squared, or a squared, plus leg squared, b squared, equals the hypotenuse squared, or we'll call that c squared. In number 1 here, we are giving you 15 and b, and we're also giving you 25. Now 25 is the hypotenuse because right across from the right angle. So 25 is what I'm plugging in for c. We'll use b for b, and we'll use a is 15. So I'm going to plug in 15 here for a. B we don't know. 25 we'll use for c. And we're just solving an equation. 15 squared is 225. B squared. 25 squared is 625. I'm looking to get this b squared by itself, so I'm using my usual rules of equations. Subtract 225 on each side. This gives me b squared equals 400. To get b by itself, I've got to root it, take the square root of both sides. So b equals, and the square root of 400, we talked about being plus or minus yesterday. Today we don't have to worry about the minus because we're talking about the length of a triangle. And we can never have a negative length in geometry. So we're always going to have positive answers when we're looking for lengths or distances. So b is just going to be 20, and we don't have any units, so that's our answer for this one, 20.
All right, for practice problem number 5, there is no picture, so it looks like I'm going to have to draw one. So it says one leg of a right triangle is 2 feet and the other leg is 6 feet. What is the length of the hypotenuse? Write your answer in simplest radical form. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw my right triangle, nice and pretty like. I'm even going to label my right angle in the corner there. And it said that one leg is 2 feet and the other leg is 6 feet. So remember that the legs, these are the two lines that form that right angle. What we need to find is the hypotenuse, and we'll label that C. So when it comes to solving this, the first thing I do is write down the Pythagorean Theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And now I'm just plugging in my values for the leg. So 2 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. 2 squared is 4, 6 squared is 36, equals c squared. And, I mean, this is just, like I said, a good old-fashioned equation. 4 plus 36 is 40, equals c squared. Now, don't stop there, because we don't want that squared. We need to square root both sides of it, because the opposite of squaring something is to square root it. Okay, here we're going to end up with just c, but now 40, the square root of 40 doesn't come out evenly, so that's when we have to break it down into two different radicals. I'm going to use radical 4, radical 10. Radical 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Leave that radical 10. So your answer should be 2 radical 10.